Hey guys, Simman here. Today I'm going to show you what to expect when you buy Gran Turismo 7. My first impressions, some of the fun mods and all that stuff. Let's get started. This is the screen that you get or the game mode you get as soon as you start downloading the game. As it downloads, it makes you play the music rally. In the music rally, the goal is getting through the checkpoints so that you can finish a race and go as long as possible. If you go at certain mile, you will end up getting gold trophy. And then the game will ask you the race difficulty, and then we are going to choose hard to make it, more realistic for us. Alright, and then this screen will come. And as much as the Gran Turismo creators wanted this to be a cinematic opportunity, it's good, but it really tires you. So you want to skip it and you cannot. There's no button to skip it at the first time. It has a lot of good shots from motorsports, from car manufacturing and all that, but you still want to skip it, and you cannot. So that's how it goes basically. You end up watching the whole thing, which takes about almost 10 minutes. Okay, so if you are playing this game, in a limited amount of time, it's actually not going to be easy for you because you will have to wait for a while, And then at this point, this screen comes. Okay, this screen is where we start the game, and there are the most. And there's this Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Okay, Sarah gives you happiness as soon as you see her. So she's supposedly your assistant in the game, and she's gonna guide you throughout the steps, and she takes us to this car dealer and to Andy, and we start talking to Andy to buy a used car. You cannot just buy a new car as soon as the game starts. And Sarah speaks with Andy somewhat as well, and you don't enjoy that. You don't enjoy seeing that. Anyway, we buy the Fair Lady Z because that's the car that is out there, because we are supposed to buy something like a Japanese car. Then we go to the garage and have a look at the Z, bunch of Wikipedia stuff put together nicely, and then you think, oh, I'm finally alone with Sarah, but then you're not. Game is so realistic to the point that Sarah tells you to let's go outside and do some activity, and you end up going to the cafe. And Cafe in the Woods, I think maybe now I'm alone with Sarah again, but no. Sarah takes us to, I think, what was that guy named? I think Luca? Yeah. Luca is friendly. He knows a lot about cars, and he does introduce himself and all that, but Luca talks a lot as well. So, like I said, if you are on limited amount of time and if you are going to play Gran Turismo 7, you're gonna have bad time. Once the game started, it's gonna take a while for you to... It's gonna take a while to start racing. Also in the online mode, we get to see some people already posted some photos. It's a nice AE86. Anyhow, and then we finally start racing, and we go to an oval in the beginning that is in the United States. You have 3 different raceways in 3 different continents. So one in Asia, one in Europe, and the other one in North America. You start a race with a completely overpowered car you buy, but through that car before the race I came into settings and I was able to see all the modifications that we could do. You could even adjust not just like a downforce or not just like a suspension. You could potentially adjust the anti-roll rate, toe angle, differentials, all the output adjustments for in order to fit a certain class. So the mod is very promising. At this moment you can't do all of this, but you'll be able to do it once you proceed with the game. So we are starting with our overpowered car, giving a game at go here basically, and we just flying around the cars because we have to double the horsepower they have, and they are trying to make it hard for us to pass them, but it's not gonna be a problem. So, and then we just it's spoiled kids with the best car, and then we finish first with a nice shot here. So then you want to get some, after that trial you want to do actually some real racing. Okay, and this is the arcade mode in the European Raceway. And first, we have this accident, and then we start learning, obviously. Just like in real life, once we start, you see the BMW driver hit us from the back, and now we are chasing him. So the AI is so real that BMW drivers are. But it's time to revenge. But we're not going to hit him. We are not like that. We are just going to pass through him. And anyway, so we are following this Ferrari. Actually, at some point, I hit this Terrarossa, but that Terrarossa looked just amazing. And we are following another BMW. So if you're not enjoying seeing BMWs on the road, beginning of this game is going to be hard for you. We are chasing another BMW for a finish, and I turned all assist modes off, and I think game is just so much more fun that way. And now at this point, I switch another mode and I started to time trials, and these are just great. These modes in which you basically try to get a gold trophy against a certain established time, and this actually teaches you how to race as well, because this mode also has some demonstrations, which is really nice. What I'm going to do is, time splits, or as we are doing the whole racetrack, what I will be doing from now on is I will try to get gold on every level of the game, and I will do it with you, and I will try to explain with the racing knowledge that I have. Let's move forward. Okay, once you've done all of this, because you'll be wondering, if you are like me and if you haven't read through how the game is supposed to proceed, you'll be wondering how it proceeds, right? So what happens is I just started to do everything, and I just try to get gold on bunch of different mods, because game wasn't progressing. I wanted to race with proper cars against the cars that are approximately in my level. Eventually the license center is opened up. There's a Solis, which is actually a esports racer. He's a nice guy, he's a friendly guy, and he teaches us how to brake, how to corner and stuff like this. So this is about it. This is what you are going to get as soon as you start playing Gran Turismo 7. This is the part 1 of the video. I will also prepare a part 2 later down the road as I progress with the game. I'm going to prepare videos on getting gold medals on different circuits, and as we do this, what we are going to achieve is we are going to talk about driving techniques, we are going to talk about getting up to speed, we are going to talk about racing in general, and also progress in the game. Little bit about me: I used to race for Honda, used to race for Mazda e-racing team, and I also raced with their actual cars in the past. At the moment, I am actually just doing track days and also a high performance driving educator. So that's about me. And if you watched this far, if you didn't know, you know now. And I hope to see you very soon again on this channel. Subscribe, like, ring the bell, do all that, and stay on throttle.